Salve omnes, this is I'm Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek. I'm back in my own hometown with a new computer, new headset. Let's hope that the microphone on this one works well, because I actually did get some complaints about all my previous microphones not having that great a sound quality. I suppose I can see that, but what do I know about it? I don't know which one to get, which ones to buy for better quality. Oh well. Normally having a new computer would be a good thing. In this case it's not. And it has to do with the last couple days of my trip. I've actually been back since May 7th, but that last day or two, that was painful. Let's just say I learned 3 things the hard way, to make a long story short. 1, if you're sleeping in a train and you're the only one in the compartment, it's a very bad idea to leave the door unlocked. 2, one should make backups more often than once every 8 months. And 3, sometimes even arriving at the airport 2 hours in advance is not enough if you're unlucky with delays. Like I said, that day was painful. I was supposed to get back on the 6th, not the 7th. But in any case, I haven't made any videos for nearly a month, so I thought it was about time for a status update. So this time I'll be doing it over a game of Super Collapse 3. Yeah, it says I'm Amelia and not I'm Amelia. They only allowed you to have 7 letters, so I'm Amelia didn't fit. My real first name would have fit, but I didn't want to give that one away, so let's play the quest. I actually have completed this entire quest before, all 10 worlds. But that was on a different computer. That was quite a while ago, and I don't know where any of my saved game files are, so what the heck. I'll just start it all over from the beginning. So, time for World 1, Fledgling Fields. I doubt I'll actually beat it by the time I finish talking, but whatever. 5 coins for each challenge I complete. I won't explain how the game of Collapse works. You can either guess from watching me play or look it up or whatever. But in any case, here we are. My main reason for making this video, I think, was to mention that I still don't know what I'm gonna play next. Like, you know my rule about not playing two games that are too similar in a short amount of time? Well, like, with the games I've played recently, that eliminates almost everything I could think of. I can't play Mega Man 7 because I just played Mega Man X2. I can't play like a Disney game or something because I just played Mickey's Magical Quest. Can't play Donkey Kong Country because I just finished a playthrough of Donkey Kong Country 2. And the fact that I just played Super Mario RPG more or less eliminates any Mario games. So that doesn't leave a whole lot. There was this one Super Mario World ROM hack that I was considering playing. But, well, it was 14 levels long, so it wouldn't have taken that many videos to finish, but I played through it to see what it was like, and it was pretty good for the first 10 levels. After that, everything kind of went all to heck. Level 11 was essentially Super Mario Bros. 2 Desert meets Bullet Hell. There were way too many fireballs being spat at you in that one. And level 12, well, that was Bowser's Castle, and it suffered from a problem I've seen a lot in those hacks. That being, not enough checkpoints. I mean, in the original Super Mario World, levels could have 1 checkpoint at the maximum, because none of the levels were long enough to require more than 1. In hacks, on the other hand, people make long levels all the time. I have nothing against long levels in principle. I've been known to make a few obscenely long levels myself. But the problem is when you combine long levels with not enough checkpoints. I mean, that would have been an excuse back in like 2009, the fact that there is no way to have more than one checkpoint without some serious ASM work, but it's 2012 now, and we have the multi-midway patch. Well, patches, there are two of them. So if you don't like one, you can use the other. There's no excuse for not having enough checkpoints in a level. The patches aren't that hard to use. Urgh. It also didn't help that, well, the first part of Bowser's Castle basically consisted of 4 sections that were essentially repeats of themes and gimmicks from previous levels. And unfortunately, 2 of those 4 sections were really quite annoying. And in fact, one of them was the Deadly Danmaku Desert of Death that I just mentioned before. So that wasn't good. Meanwhile, that was like, that entire section with the 4 sub-levels, like I said, was probably less than half of the level. And yeah, it just kind of got worse from there. So, if the author of the hack fixed those last 2 levels, added a few checkpoints to Bowser's Castle, and maybe even to the desert one, because that was way too hard as it is. I mean, yeah, I could always just use save states to give myself checkpoints, but you know my policy about save states in LPs. Generally, if I have to use save states, I won't play it, or at least I won't record it. So, yeah, and I don't know of any other ROM hacks in particular that I would want to play. I guess I could look a little harder, but I don't know. So yeah, that just leaves me back where I was before. I don't know what I should play. So if anyone has any suggestions for game as to games for me, things I could play, then I'd quite appreciate it, actually. Like I said, I'm kind of out of ideas. Okay, slot machine minigame. There's a casino like this in every world, and each one has a certain minigame. And I don't need to play again. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush and all. I guess I might as well finish up this world. And now we have a 4th color. That's not good. So I guess more or less everything that I wanted to say I already have said. In summary, I'm back home. I'm still doing videos, or at least I plan to. But unfortunately, I don't know what to play next. Ah, 2 blocks left over. Just did this, like I said, as a status update, in case anyone's wondering why I haven't been uploading anything for so long. This is, I think it's called a row bomb. It basically destroys all the blocks on the row. Yeah. I wonder if the color bombs blow up row bomb. Early enough in the game I don't really need to plan ahead that much, except in the strategy levels, where the blocks go up every time you click, or at least every time you make a match. That's another of those match 3 of the same color or shape or whatever games. And these are little, basically, awards that you get for completing certain objectives. Yeah, some of the early puzzle levels are really easy. They actually get pretty hard later in the game. The Puzzle Genius medal is kind of pointless though, because, well, like I said, because the early puzzle levels are so easy. Probably could have done that a little more efficiently, but whatever. Oh, maybe I couldn't have. And I got the Fledgling Fields key, so now I can move on to the next world if I want, which is Isthmus Oasis. So yeah, like I said, does anyone have any suggestions for games they'd like to see me do a playthrough of? Because I don't really have any ideas at this point. Guess that's about all I needed to say. So I'll see you next time, hopefully. Well, I hope. I mean,